Hey leaders, here's the sermon preview for the weekend of October 7th. First, the worship order. A couple things to be aware of. After the first song, service leader, CP, has some announcements there. Just remember, we've got 3-week groups next week, starting actually this coming week. So that week after this sermon. So 3-week groups. If you're not sure what those are, basically just a small group that goes over topics related to the series. And if you want to look, if you're leading one of those groups, or if you want more information on those groups for your announcement, go to rednotes.org, which is our resource website. And if you look on the series 3 videos under group studies down over here, how to be rich in relationships. If you click on that link, it'll bring you to the resource pages related to those 3-week groups. The teaching team, we've been working on those videos, and so we've prepped a bunch of stuff. So check that out definitely check it out if you're leading a group, but might even want to check that out even if you're just announcing, because you might have to answer some questions about those groups. So be aware of that. Back to the worship order. So then after the welcome and announcement, a couple more songs. We'll do the transition to the intro video, and then the intro video. And remember, you can watch that intro video at go.alpinechurch.org. It'll be up there under the media downloads link. It'll be up there by Wednesday. So if you want to take a look at that, especially if you're going to be introing that video, I know usually the CP does it, but that's a place that you can download it and watch it ahead of time. And then the sermon, we'll go over that in just a minute. Just a reminder that it's Communion Sunday, so we'll do that at the end of the sermon. And then, as always, be ready to close. And just a reminder, this week, this coming Wednesday, or the Wednesday after this coming Sunday, is a Fusion United. So actually, this is wrong on that worship order. It's a Nope, it's not a United. It is at your campus, because it's tomorrow that is United. So this Wednesday following this Sunday will be at the campus. Okay, so let's go over the sermon real quick. Here's just a quick little outline of that sermon. We're talking about words, how to be alone and miserable for the rest of your life is just use your words to tear people down. Steve's going to give some extreme examples in his intro video. Sermon's got a basic outline. We'll talk about the fact that our words have the power to harm or to heal. There's some scriptures you can take a look at this week if you want to. The main passage for the sermon is going to be Ephesians 4:29. We're going to talk about any kind of unwholesome talk, not just the extreme stuff, but we're talking about things like gossip and slander and rudeness and sarcasm and abusive language and coarse joking and being critical and those sorts of things. So we're going to talk about how those things, I think we can all relate to, how we can really destroy relationships through those things. And then we'll look at the second part of that passage, which says that we should only be speaking things that build others up. So that'll be, we'll talk about words of encouragement and correction, instruction, just real briefly. And then we'll close the sermon with this comment that ultimately our words reflect what's in our hearts. It's ultimately a heart issue. Matthew 12:34 says, "For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of." And so really the point here at the end of the sermon is you don't have to clean up your language, really. You have to clean up your heart. And the only way to clean up your heart is to put your faith in Christ. And if you've already done that, then you should walk by the Spirit and allow that stuff to flow out of your heart. And if you haven't put your faith in Christ, you can do that today. And so that's how we'll close the sermon. And we'll close it with communion. So that's what's going on this week. Thanks for serving, guys.